Welcome to another episode of the Backbone Zone. My name's Tyson Jones Penny, and today we've got Troy Charlesworth on the show, aka Big Salad. Troy has been a staple in the BMX video scene in Australia, but worldwide as well. He's filmed heaps of DVDs as well as big production pieces. Boyd Hilder's Federal Part is something that just came out, for example. He's done a lot of work with a bunch of different brands, but 2 decades basically of filming BMX. He's now got his own thing called Warparty, so he's going out on his own, doing a whole bunch of YouTube videos and also video parts, and no doubt bigger projects that are on the horizon for Troy. We speak to him about that. I also speak to him about the BMX industry and the importance of filming, kind of going into sponsorship stuff, what his take is on fashion and personality and all the things behind what makes BMX look so cool, as well as a bunch of other stuff, how he got the name Big Salad, and a bunch more. I hope you enjoy this episode. It meant a lot to sit down with Troy. He's a rad dude, but even radder now that I got to spend some time diving deep into his personality and what makes him tick. This is the last week of Backbone being a shop. We are moving into being a BMX-focused apparel brand. So March 1st, we're not going to be a BMX shop anymore. So if you want to get some parts or a bike or whatnot, head to backbonebmx.com, pick some stuff up, or just jump on, get yourself a t-shirt, rep the brand. I'm hyped to see so many people out there repping it right now. I was just at the Off the Couch Jam. It was super sick. Thanks so much for everyone's support there and across the world. So it means a lot that people recognize what we do and just trying to build BMX. So thanks for the support. Once more, head to backbonebmx.com, pick yourself up some Backbone clothing, and hope to see you at one of the events that's coming up. I'll announce very, very shortly. Oh, we're recording?
All this is
Oh, sick. All right, cool. Troy, my man, thanks for coming, dude.
What's
I
up?
pulled out all the stops for you.
Yeah, I know. We did talk about this, and I did say that I needed a studio and level it up.
Dude,
you
I
know,
facilitated it.
I wasn't
I even
doing any
tried to
video
pour
call.
Bondi bowl. I know you're not really like a bowl guy, but
Oh, I'm from Sydney. I know about Bondi.
yeah, for sure. Hey, man, I'm glad that we finally got together and talked about a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like you've been like a big part of the BMX world in Australia for a long, long time. And like we were just sort of saying, you've spoken to a few people on podcasts about Tear the Club Up, but what I kind of wanted to get into was just like more what you have been up to back in the day with like some of the Sydney stuff. Because for me, underground visuals was like a massive thing.
Yeah,
like
that was my thing.
that was actually one of the reasons why we met, was because you were like contacting the shop about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember
doing
just
all
ringing up on a payphone actually.
For real.
For real. Yeah, I would go to this. Yeah, I just ring on a payphone. I was working and then be like, "Wait, I made a video."
Yeah.
And then people would be like, "I'll take 10." I'm like, "Holy shit!" And then I'd steal the bloody Oz Post bag from work and send it away.
Dude, that's sick. Yeah, tell me about that time. Like, you're from Sydney, right?
Yeah, I'm born in Sydney, and I've lived there up and down down the south coast, and then back to Sydney, and then I actually didn't move to Brisbane until like 2010.
Oh, crazy.
So I was there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were killing it. Like, did what got you into, like, this probably feels like a generic question, but like, what got you into filming?
Filming kind of just, I don't know, I just was fascinated with it, and it was just my friend's parents had this camera, and I always used to grab it and we'd film and just, plug the UV cords into the TV and just watch the footage and stuff. And then I met this other kid, and he took, like, I just remember one day his dad was on his computer doing like go-kart videos, and I was like, oh, like, and he's like, yeah, show me this video. And I was like, can I bring some footage over and cut it together and make like a video? And yeah, he showed me how to use it real quick, and it was terrible, and burnt it onto a DVD, and that was kind of the start. And then like, kind of just progressed over the years, just from getting injured for one, and yeah, meeting like John Young and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I was just fascinated with it. But then when I started meeting people, asking questions like, how do I do this? And then it was like learning how to do it, and then it was kind of on.
So, you know, you were filming like when you were probably like what, teenager or something like that?
Yeah, I got a video camera. My auntie bought me this Sony Handycam. I think it was for my 17th birthday.
Oh, mad.
$600 from Harvey Norman.
Damn.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Dude, that's super sick.
Yeah, I just wanted one, and yeah, it was just random. She just bought me one.
Because like, I think we all have that sort of journey in some sense with like someone of our friends. One of our friends is like more hyped on like shooting photos or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So like you were doing that, you know, as I guess a kid still, but then, like I said with the underground visuals thing, like when was it that you made this realization? Like, no, I'm not just taking a camera out with my friends while I'm riding. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna like try and film some stuff and make a video. Yeah. Was that the first video that you made?
Droppin Clips.
Droppin Clips, that's the one. Yeah,
Droppin Clips was the first like video. That kind of just came. So growing up, like I always, as soon as like Props Mega Tour, Props was coming out, like any video that I knew was coming out, I would buy. And I think my influence from those earlier days was Shook. So like, I remember getting those videos and I'm like, oh, they're actually not like a team video. Like they're just randoms. And then that's kind of where I was like, well, I'm going to do the Australian version of that. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was just asking people like, let's film. And I think I just met like, I was just filming with like anyone. And then I made that video, and that's kind of when people started taking it like a little bit serious. And like, oh, you're actually doing this. And then I only did 2 of those videos because then went to 2020 and all that sort of stuff. But, I just kind of just made Droppin Clips, and then that's how I learned how to do it. And then obviously asking John, like, how do I get my camera to look like your camera? And then he'd show me, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
And then everything just sort of leveled up a bit. Yeah.
So you were learning, obviously John Young, for those that don't know, it was also filming in Sydney, right? Yeah,
John, well, to me, he was the dude, like, because I remember there was not many Australian videos coming out, and like Emancipate came out, and right when that came out, I think that's when I moved back to Sydney, and then I started like hanging out with those guys, and then I bought a better camera at that time. So that was like 2005 that I bought a better camera and the depth lens and stuff. And just annoying John, like, how do you do this? How do you do that?
Yeah.
This is before you could type it into YouTube. And,
Yeah. With so you did underground. So you did Droppin Clips, which was like Danger had the last part in it.
It was like a road trip for the last part, but Danger had like I said, I was like trying to do the whole Shook thing. So I had road trips, had parts, had mixed sections. But Danger was like the last part, and then it went into that road trip. Yeah, man, I remember watching. It's so crazy how many like times we had videos like that on, because at that period of time, you know, in Australian BMX, it was like, I feel like we're breaking through. Yeah. You know, like your video essentially, and John Young, and I guess because John had Steadfast.
That's right. Yeah,
and when he made that, I was like, oh, like,
because it's like this weird time, like in BMX in Australia, where it felt like all of a sudden, like Australia was standing on its own 2 feet. Yeah, for sure. You know, I always felt like, it was always America, always European. Even more so now, I'm like, Australia's, it's there. Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying. You know, like, and that's kind of where the first thing I want to sort of say, like, you probably didn't know it at the time, but like I don't even know how old you are, but I'm assuming that we're pretty similar in age. But like, you really kind of like influenced. There's only few people that have influenced like the growth of BMX in that like hardcore way, where all of a sudden like people are seeing it from like the outside looking in, rather than like us always looking to the America and stuff like that. Yeah. And I think like you, John Young, Obviously, Cooper was doing his thing
yeah.
with Focal Point and whatnot too. But it's like pretty massive, like
Yeah.
that explosion, like right around that 2005 to 2009. you know?
For sure.
Crazy times to be a part of. So like you did Droppin Clips. Yeah, we had it at the shop at the time. Super popular. How many of those?
200. I did 200 of Droppin Clips, and I still have some of those videos left.
Oh, see.
I didn't sell all of them. And then the second one, Epic Invasion, came out, and that just, I made 200 of them, and they were gone in the first week.
Yeah,
I think I actually remember you guys taking 30.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
people I just got 200 made, and they're like, oh yeah, give me 30, give me 20, and I'm like, oh okay. Like,
Yeah.
should have got more, but oh well.
Yeah, because Zach had a part in it.
Yeah, Zach had a part. Yeah.
And Thomas had clips in it and
Yeah,
shit. So.
yeah. Because I lived moved back to the south coast around that time, so Nerriga Road to Canberra was only like an hour.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was, 2 hours. So I was always in Canberra as well.
Yeah.
And I didn't drive back then, so I was getting the bus from Bateman's Bay to Canberra.
Oh, no way.
And
Dude, that's sick.
Stay with Minor, and yeah, it was just a crazy time.
Yeah.
Broke as shit back then.
Damn, that's sick. Man, we don't just sweat when we ride. I'm sweating right now just because it's Australia. It's hot, it's summer, and I'm losing electrolytes when I sweat. Make sure you put electrolytes back in your body with a good electrolyte supplement like Sodi. Sodi has the right amount of sodium, magnesium, and potassium so that you can feel good. You don't have to feel fatigued. You don't have to suffer from cramps. You can replenish your body with the electrolytes you need, especially when you're riding, with Sodi. Head to the website sodi.com.au/Tyson. So that's sodii.com.au/Tyson and use the code BACKBONE for 15% off. I'm telling you, this is something that I use every single day. I use it like crazy when I'm riding. I was just in the Gold Coast for the Off the Couch Jam, and I swear I probably had like 5 sachets of this stuff. Break the stigma of salt. Go get a sample pack from sodi.com.au/Tyson. Try it out. I promise you, you'll feel better. This is the type of thing that in a few years you're going to be like, oh my God, electrolytes is one of those things that I thought I knew about because I heard Tyson talk about it on the podcast, but it's everywhere now. And it's because you got to get on the front foot with this stuff. I'm telling you, Sodi with the right electrolytes will make you feel so much better. It's literally been, it's kind of the only supplement that I take. So I take it every single day. It's great. It'll make you feel so much better, and it's super important. So head to the website now. Go try it out. Now back to the show.
Yeah.
It's that world, like I said, like I remember, because I don't know what was me and Zach have been friends for ages, and Thomas, and but like you guys, it just seemed like, oh fuck, Big Salad's coming to town, like you guys are going out filming trips and shit like that. Like looking from the outside in, it was like, damn, Stu Johnson's here.
I don't know.
For me, you know, like, and I'm always been a fanboy of like everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty cool to have been adjacent to that. Seeing that shit.
I don't know about back then. Maybe nowadays when you roll up with Boyd and stuff, and you're like, it's a video game. It's like, you know, I get that now, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was doing back then. I just did it.
Yeah.
Now I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, that was the vision, but just yeah, it was like the start of it all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was, like I said, like super influential of the time. It's like when you were doing those videos, did you ever think to yourself, like those riders, like you're a bit witness, like people talk about like the first time they saw like a fucking like Bob Dylan play or something, they're like, wow, I knew that there was something special going on. Like, did you ever feel like, holy shit, I'm capturing like real deal BMX right now?
Not really. Like, nah, I don't know. I think when I started filming for Terry's video, which was after Epic Invasion, and that's when I was hanging out with like Luke Fink, and so they were the dudes, you know. So I was, like, you know, they were like, when I'd go to BMX games, you seen Luke Fink do a 900, and you're like, holy shit. And then you're at his place, like filming with him. That was kind of like, I'm getting a bit lost there, but yeah, just like, oh fuck, I don't even know where I'm going.
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
But yeah, like they were the dudes, and all of a sudden I'm the filmer. You know?
Yeah,
that was kind of like a crazy sort of time, but yeah.
That was a BMX Militia video.
That was BMX Militia.
About time. Yeah, that was
2008. So I kind of made a video a year. So I did Droppin Clips in 2006, and then actually 2006 to 2007 was Droppin Clips. Then following was Epic Invasion. Then I went About Time. Yeah, and then I went to 2020.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's interesting, like that period of time with DVDs, man. Like how I mean, we're gonna get a little bit off the timeline subject, but like, how do you feel about like the way that time was in BMX with like film and DVDs and things like that compared to now? Yeah,
like obviously the DVD was like, that was the thing, you know. But I am on the other side of the fence now. Like I love YouTube. Like I'm nerding out hard on YouTube, like, and all these like thoughts of doing this and doing that. Like I will get to it, but I feel like I've just jammed 50 ideas that I'm trying to do. So I'm like, I gotta pick a couple and just go for it. Yeah. But yeah, I love the DVDs. Like I said before, if a DVD came out, I bought it. Like I still have all my DVDs and stuff, but it just was a exciting time. Like, I'd always buy it from Terry's shop and get the COD, cash on delivery stuff, and like get the little slip in the mailbox, and I'd be like so hyped. Like I had to go there then and there, like to go pick it up, and I just remember, like, didn't matter what it was. Like, I've watched so many random, DVDs and stuff. Yeah. And like the Australian ones were like the ones I was super, like 666. I remember when an ad came on Hindsight for the 666 DVD. I think it was that, and I was like, when is this video here? When is this video? When is this video here? Yeah, they had the Stack team. Yeah. That was the one that I think Scott Greentree maybe filmed or something, or part. No, Miller. That was. I'm pretty sure. Nick Richardson have a part in that. Yeah. At the start. Yeah. That what's that song? The It was like the Tiger or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, he had the first part. Yeah, that's right. Man, that was a crazy time. Yeah, that was. Oh god, I was living in Sydney, so that would have been 2006, 7. Yeah, because I feel like that was like right around that spinal disorder time or something. Yeah, like. That was. Yeah, that's when it was. Yeah, I remember like that one in Canberra. Yeah, the one in Canberra. Yeah. But I don't know if that video got premiered there, because I feel like it was like Hindsight or some shit that got premiered. Did you watch there was like a video premiere at that one? It was like pissing down rain. I actually didn't go to that one at Canberra. I went to the Melbourne one. Oh, okay. I didn't go to the first one. Yeah. So the next one I think was the one with the 666 video. Okay. The first one was in Canberra. Yeah, I didn't go to the Canberra one. Because we were riding you rode in it. And anyway, like, it was sick comp. I've never seen so many fucking pros like in my life. Like Ruben's there and Gutler and all. And then that's what I was trying to say before. When you see all the pros, and then next minute you're filming with them, you're like, oh, that was the bit where I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. Yeah. When you're a spectator, yeah. I just got to see Luke Fink do 900. And then you get a phone call from Richo, and you're like, oh, Gutler and we want you to film because you're cool to hang out with. So you're the dude. That's and I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's off we go. That's so sick. Sorry, again, bro. Like this. So this is the thing, right? So we were, and it's fully just like I'm gonna jump around, but do it. I just did the podcast with Trey Jones, and he's talking about a standard in BMX, right? And a lot of it kind of had to do with video and like putting up, well put out projects and things like that. What's your thoughts on just that whole subject with like video standards? Yeah, and then especially. We spoke a little bit last weekend. You're talking about YouTube and the ideas that you have. Yeah. How do you see? This is a big question, but how do you see the importance of
video in today's BMX world.
Oh, you need it. Like 100%. Like to me, I think it's so important. Like I love competitions and stuff and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the video stuff, like Premiere's are the sickest. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what I make a video for now. It's like this whole Premiere party. I think as well, like my thoughts on it all as well with the Premiere sort of stuff. Like, I don't want to just go watch the video. I want to make like this big Wolf of Wall Street party. You know, I don't know where the money's coming from, but
yeah,
we'll work it out.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's important.
Yeah,
I also think like there's like a time and a place for everything really now. Like you can, if you've seen my YouTube channel, like I'm just throwing stuff on there and it's not even like polished or anything. But then like I am thinking about like that next big video that I want to make where I'm like really like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, you know, sort of stuff. But yeah, yeah, you need it. You need it for sure.
Yeah.
Because like, how many people talk about like, I don't know, Freak, like the Monster video and like Tear the Club Up and like all this sort of stuff. But then the kid that did the clip on Instagram, like, yeah, it's crazy as fuck. You should have a real filmer to film that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just getting lost. Yeah. The videos are still relevant.
Yeah, I totally
like
think.
the big production sort of.
Yeah.
They're not even big production, but you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, yeah. I think, do you think that the same formula works?
With the video stuff?
Yeah.
I think we're getting more creative.
Yeah.
Like, the way I'm thinking now, like, yeah, I can film a switch hang down a rail with my eyes closed now, but it's like the other stuff that I want to put into it now. I think it's definitely getting a lot more creative. Like Rich kills it. Yeah, like,
dude. Yeah.
With all the other stuff that he puts into it, same sort of thing. Like I feel like the trick stuff's the easy stuff to film now.
Yeah.
It's just all that other stuff that goes with it.
For sure, man. Like,
and I know that people are like, oh, like, just give us the switch hang, but they don't realize when they watch that other video, when they take everything else in, it all just joins into this big like, oh, that's the sickest video ever. Where it's it's just like, if he did it, re-edit it without all that stuff, probably wouldn't have the same impact.
Totally. I mean,
but yeah, they don't understand that at the time. But you know,
and it's easy to criticize too after you see something, because you think it's like it's just gonna be just as impactful with just the riding clip, but it doesn't work that way. You know. Yeah.
Even the old videos, like they have all that sort of stuff, like the build up and yeah.
I think you're totally right. It's like it's interesting kind of reflecting on like what Trey was saying after the fact, because
what was he saying?
Well, so he was saying about like BMX needs a standard, right? Like skateboarding has a standard, and that the BMX needs a standard because we're just throwing shit on Instagram and like,
oh, for sure,
you know, it's just like not even throwing shit that's like good on Instagram, although people definitely like fucking put on bangers on Instagram. yeah you know, like, which should be safe for a good filmer, but it's like, it's more that I think and this is my opinion on Trey's comments, it's like skateboarding's so good and BMX has been good, and there's not like, this is not just a blanket statement on BMX, but skateboarding's been so good at capturing this thing that gives you like this vibe, you know, whether it's the hijinks shit that you see in like the Baker, you know, like Baker videos, or like super production, you know, that makes you feel like you're watching like a cinematic masterpiece, you know? And that's the whole thing about art, in my opinion. It's like people can like different things of art, but like it captures a good feeling. And I think that BMX has, for the most part, forgotten about or thinks that they can get away with just the switch hanger, like what you're saying, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of bringing back to what I think about, like what you're trying to do, and that's where it helps more to have someone like you around than even back in the day. You know, like you were doing really important stuff back in the day, filming when not many other people were, but now it's almost like you need the cream, which is like you, because there's so much other like
for sure
crap around. Which kind of brings me to like my sort of next sort of thought on your, I guess, like journey, like how, you know, you've been doing a bunch of filming, and we can definitely get back to some of the other projects that you've done, but like we were speaking last week and you were talking about moving into, you know, Warparty, like, and it's not, you know, it's not moving away from BMX at all. It's actually, you seem like you're doubling down on BMX and filming stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about like your thoughts behind, you know, creating Warparty and what you see as a vision for.
So
it.
Warparty was this like name that I think I saw it on a hashtag once, and I was like, Warparty, that's sick. So that's where the name came from, and then I made my own sort of meaning towards it, where, you know, you're at the top of the stairs, like you can't do the switch hang down the rail, like you're battling, you crash. That's all the war part of it. And then, you know, as soon as you land the trick, everyone's screaming. You're at the bar, you're celebrating. That's the party side to it. So I'm like, that's the kind of meaning for me.
That's cool.
And I'm telling you, that's the meaning.
Yeah, that's sick.
So that's what it means to me. And then, I always wanted to do this clothing thing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do this clothing, Warparty. Like, I'm going to turn it into a brand, blah, blah, blah. And then I realized that I actually am not that good at building fashion labels. Like, I suck at it. I actually suck at doing the designs as well. I show someone like something, and I'm paying people to do the designs at the moment. But yeah, then there was the video side of it, and I was like, wait a minute, like, what about if I just build like my own sort of thrasher, props, shook. Yeah. So it's like this video, the merch is there on the side, like thrasher. Hopefully I can just grow it, and then like, like I love those, like, I'm just going into skateboarding, what I love and stuff, like those skater of the year trips. How sick would it be if I could get enough money to be like, all right, 5 people, like, let's go to freaking Amsterdam and make a video and whatever. Just that's what I'd love to do, and the dream of it all. But yeah, back to the vision. It's just like, I guess my video work that is going to just be more than doing a video part. I'm bored of doing video parts. Like, I want to, I don't know if you saw the Jimmer thing the other day. I just randomly did, just talking about stuff. And like miking people up as well. Like, it's, like I said, so many things to do. Slowly, just got to work it out. Yeah. But the most important thing is that I've just started it. So
yeah, man. Yeah.
Like,
you definitely have to start.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, fuck, if I wanted to wait to get a podcast thing going on like this, I'd still be waiting.
Yeah. Well, I actually do want to do my own sort of podcast as well.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But once again, that's just got to keep growing and building.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, having the patience to just like...
Yeah, I'm just working it out as I go.
Know that you've got all these ideas and it's not going to go away.
Like, I don't think I even need to do, like... there's other things that I've found in other sports that I've watched, and I'm like, oh, you know, that would actually be more interesting. Like, maybe. So, like, I'm working it out, exactly what I'm going to do.
Do you have things like that you could... Like, what are you looking at? Or you want to keep it a secret?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just... Shh. Have some kids stealing it.
Yeah, dude, no one's stealing your shit, man. It's, I think that's a sick idea. Like, I think in this day and age, it's like people. You look at it this way, like maybe a lot of people think it's just so easy in terms of brands, right? They're probably thinking like it's so easy for me to get like riders to just like go out film shit with their phones, and that's like enough content. But like in the world where that is so completely saturated. I think like
I feel like we're doing a circle back on it all as well. I feel like, yeah, and magazines as well. Magazines are gone, but all these books are coming out now, and like Silent and stuff. Like there's people doing mags. I feel like, yeah, it's just we're bored of that. We're bored of the scrolling. Let's give us the book. Like let's give us the, you know, the big video. It's happening. It really is happening.
Yeah.
People, I don't know if everyone realizes that yet, but it's gonna circle back.
Oh, for sure. That's sick. That's a sick point.
Yeah, yeah, you get bored. Like, I'm bored of being on my phone looking at a reel. Like, give me something.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Give me Ruben at his forward. Just like, let's recreate something like that, you know?
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, hey, because you can, like, there's something that's so rewatchable about, like, yeah, video parts. And I was talking about this with my wife the other day. I was like, it's not just nostalgia. It's like,
Yeah,
there's something more to it, you know? Like, I think it's kind of comes back to your point about the premieres. It's like, you saying you make it for, you know, you're making a video basically for the premiere night.
yeah, for sure.
But like, that's when you get the most amount of feeling from the video.
Oh yeah,
you know?
for sure. That's why I was like, to tear the club up, I was like, I have to have it at a cinema. Like, I want the popcorn. I want like, and it was the sickest night ever.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was actually really good. Yeah,
That's sick.
they were the guys that actually had the cinema, like owned the cinema. I remember going in there. They're like, "Oh, what's this for?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a BMX premiere." And the dude was like, "Nah." He's like, "We had the skateboarders in here like a few months ago, and like they did some shit. I don't even want to tell you what they did, but they did some shit in there." And yeah, he was like, "Oh, nah," and I'm like, "Nah, like I promise, like honestly, like." And Mitch was there from Lux, and he's like, "We own Lux, like blah blah blah," like, yeah. Anyway, the video finished, and that same dude that was so unsure about us came up to me with a pile of free movie vouchers, and he's like, "You guys are welcome back anytime you want." He's like, "We thought we were gonna have like this different crowd." He's like, "You guys are all kind of old." I was like, "We're waiting for these like young real kids to come in." I was like, yeah, it was funny, but he was like stoked. So
Oh, that's sick.
he was stoked on the night. Apparently drank all his alcohol. So like he must have made some money that night from us, because he was hyped and said, "Well, welcome back." And I got a pile of movie tickets. I still got some. Like, I haven't even gone through them.
Dude, that's sick. That's like date night, working out. Oh, let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
It's, man, the premiere, that premiere vibe, like I love seeing everyone celebrating, like, the filmer, and then like all the different parts. Like, it's such a crazy feeling.
Yeah, the next one, like, I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do something just out of the, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Make its own ACT jam around the premiere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just
100%.
Just making a big event.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much ability to do that. Like, I think.
Of course. I think as I'm getting older, it's like, what have I got to lose? Like,
totally, man.
just ask people, like, hey, give us some. I want to do this. Like, how can you help me, or how can we do this together? And then
yeah.
Like,
do you have people hitting you up, like filming? And stuff
in what
like
way?
Well, just like
People to like kids filming.
Like I've never understood. Not necessarily kids filming like that. I'm sure that you probably do have kids hitting you up, but like, I've never really understood that relationship between filmer and BMXer, but then with the company.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean? Like, I've never really understood how that works. Like, have you ever had to go down? Like, I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work for you in terms of it? Not that it's about money, but like making it worth your while, because it's a shitload of time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like,
when I tell people, they're like, whenever I say like that video took me 2 years, it doesn't take 2 years, because you're only filming like with Boyd's video, right? It's plastered all over the internet. 2 years filming, but it wasn't, because we would film a Saturday. He'd go over to Japan. We'd film a month later. Like, that's why it took 2 years. Maybe if we had every single day together, it'd probably only take a month. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, hour wise.
Yeah, it's pretty, like, but I mean, it's still like, the project you keep having to come back to for 2 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
like-
Yeah. It definitely lingers around.
Yeah, like imagine if you had to take like a month off and then go back and continue to build the house.
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
Come back and
Every brand that I've worked for, I feel like I've been chosen by that brand from the rider though.
oh, cool.
So, yeah, I mean, I can't really think, like, besides Terry's video, I didn't know Luke Fink and all that
Yeah, yeah.
till I turned up at their place. But, yeah, like, I feel like the parts for, like, Haro that I did and Vans and Federal and that's all those guys being like, this is our filmer sort of thing.
Yeah, cool.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
how does that work? Like you just like, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like, you know, that type of stuff, is it that you can just be like, yeah, I get paid like per session, or am I just invoicing people at the end for like an amount of money?
yeah, so it's only getting better now. I feel like, I don't know what, it's just changing. So,
Yeah.
like, when I do stuff for Odyssey, I love working for Odyssey now because it's like, so just like, yeah, they look after you sort of thing.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But mainly it's like, how much for that video? And then I'll just be like, it's this much.
Yeah, okay. So you're almost going for the project, and then like once you do the, I guess maybe you're getting the okay first, like, or you like, say if it's like, let's just say it's Boyd, and Boyd's like, yo, I want to do a video with like Monster or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then they hit you up.
Yeah, they hit me up. Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
like Federal came to me and were like, yeah, we need a video of Boyd.
Yeah, okay.
And then Boyd's like, picked me. And then, yeah, basically they're like, how much for this? And
Yeah.
And then I'm telling. But like, I don't know if you've seen the Bali video that I did with Boyd.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was sick.
That was sick because that was like all paid trip, and then they give you money for food every day. Come back, made the video, got paid for the video.
Oh, cool.
And that was like, oh, if I could just do this every week, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
you know,
man. Yeah. That was actually a sick video. It was such a cool vibe. Like,
oh man, that was a stressful trip. Like, like Boyd getting hurt the first day, like rolling. I'm talking like purple ankle,
man.
and then like I got so sick, like I didn't leave the bed, and then Boyd the next day was like that, so I got a bit better. And then Boyd was like, I can't move, like throwing up and stuff.
Oh, dude.
And then obviously got the ankle, and then the icing on the cake was the pregnant lady. Like, I'm in the roundabout and she just flips over the back, and then our guy that was showing us around is like, she's pregnant, this is what we're going to do, we're going to take her to a hospital and we're going to look after her because you don't want the police here. And we did. And then like obviously that took like 5 hours to like make sure the baby was okay. And that 5 hours was like, when I got that phone call like, oh, the baby's okay, then I was like,
oh man,
you know what I mean? I just didn't know what I was in for. I was in Bali, like,
yeah,
am I gonna get locked up? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, that trip was stressful, but
Dude, holy shit, man, that's fucking gnarly.
But yeah, I remember actually getting to Bali, and I was like, oh, this is pretty sick. Like, and yeah, all this stuff happening. I'm messaging Zach, and I'm like, yo, like, I've got 4 clips, and like, Boyd's on the couch with his leg in the air, like he's not. I don't think he's getting any more. And like, I was like, fuck, I've let you guys down, but like, I couldn't help it. And then the next day, I was so sick, and like, yeah, just all this sort of stuff. But
oh man,
yeah, it turned out sick, the video.
Yeah, it did turn out super sick.
Boyd's actually, we've been chatting about doing another one of those.
Oh, cool.
Like a different place. And,
yeah, sick.
He sent me a video last night. I don't know if you can see that little scar. He split my head open. He threw a line bike. We were wasted in Sydney. He threw a line bike under me, and I like flipped, and like there was a corner of the bricks. I don't know how I found it, but I found it.
Oh my god!
He split my head open, and he like sent me the video last night. He's like, "You sure you want to go on another trip?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready."
Fuck. It's like with the partying and shit. Like, this is a bit of a random question, but
yeah,
I feel like you've got this like character, this big salad character. But
yeah.
you know, like there's Troy Charlesworth is pretty like soft spoken.
Yeah,
you know.
I think people paint a picture about me for sure.
Dude, I actually thought I I didn't know if you were like didn't like me because you just had this. You were just so soft with this, just real nice dude and real cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, then I'd hear you were just like, big salad or whatever, and it's like I was like tripping out because I get scared about people not liking me or whatever. Like, and it was just funny to get to know you a little bit more. And then you're just chilling,
and then I just get excited sometimes, and that's when I think I'm definitely introvert extrovert.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've spoken about this before with friends. I'm like, as soon as I warm up to you, bang, like
yeah.
And a few coconut mugs that'll set me off. And then I am a little bit of a rat bag, but yeah, I think that's why I get along with people. I think that's why I've actually done really well filming as well, and getting to travel to the places I've been, because they're like, I've actually had like conversations where they're like, no, we don't want to go with him. We know if we go with you, it's going to be fun. Like, aka Bali, boys like, I want to just make it our trip and like make a video, but he's like, we want to have some fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I get picked a bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm not this crazy dude that I don't know where it's. I mean, I guess like Crispy Stream and all that sort of shit.
Yeah,
like,
I guess that was sort of that time.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like that kind of like, that's Voco just in his own sense of humor, just like writing shit. And I might be like wasted with a vodka cruiser in my mouth, like, and that goes on the internet, and they're like, oh, that's how he is 24/7. But I'm not. I'm like that, like 10% of the time.
Yeah. What's the big salad? What is big salad?
Dude, Danger gave me that.
Really?
That nickname, yeah. So Terry's video, I was like, because I was like, this is my first like thing. Like Terry's like sending me all these places, and like I'm like, gotta make this crazy video, or like,
Yeah, for sure.
And I remember being on this trip with Danger, and Danger was like a little shit back then. He was, and he knows. He's like, he's apologized to me and stuff. He's like, yeah. But I was like, man, we don't have good footage. Like, we got to get some good footage. Like, let's go. Like, what he's doing. Like, blah blah. I was just kind of ripping into him, and honestly, he just said like, stop being a big salad. That's all he said. And then he's like, that's your name, Big Salad. Anyway, so that whole trip, they were all like, big salad, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, whatever. Anyway, then it was actually in Canberra, Rain Turnbull shot it. I had a bathroom photo. It was the contents page of 2020. And it fucking said Big Salad, didn't it? And then everyone just started calling me Big Salad. And then it got to the point where I was like, I either talk about it or I own it. So I just owned it. Like, yeah, I'm the fucking Big Salad. And it's nothing to do with Seinfeld or anything like that. Just Danger just gave it to me.
Wow, that's so funny.
But yeah, it's definitely Bigs now, or Salad.
Yeah, that's
funny.
right.
I just own it. Like,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
I've had it since 2008.
Yeah.
2009.
Long enough for me to feel like I don't know whether to call you Troy or Biggie Salad. Like,
it's funny. A lot of people, I meet girls sometimes and they're like, Big Salad. And I'm like, that's weird. But like, for the first time,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Or they'll be on the phone to their friend, like, well, we eat the Big Salad.
That's like with Fitty,
Yeah.
If I can struggle to call him Luke, it's like, such a fun.
Some people I have that too with. Like Voco. I'm like, it's always Voco.
Yeah.
I'll never be like Mike. Unless like, Mike, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could talk to his missus or something.
Yeah.
Mike. It's like I was been speaking with Cam about this a fair bit, and it's like personality is like one of the things that I think is, and I said this earlier obviously, but like personality is like one of the things that BMX I think needs to potentially bring back, or at least not necessarily bring back, but because it's there, you know what I mean? BMX has got personality. Yeah. But
everyone needs to go back and watch the old FBM videos.
Yeah.
Smashing bottles over their heads.
Oh man.
Blowing up cars. And that's what we're going to do.
That's right.
2025.
Exactly. Well, it's all got to come back around, right? We've got to become more.
And FBM's coming back too.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if Steve Crandall could handle it.
No, but you know.
Yeah.
That.
But it is a thing that I think that is harnessed by like filmers like yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what? It's funny that you like. There's kids, and I even saw it on the weekend, like at the Nationals. You know, there's these kids that are doing the craziest tricks and stuff, and then they're like wonder why they're not, you know, sponsored and stuff like that. But there's like this whole thing. There's a whole big circle, like personality, like the way you look on the bike and stuff like that. Like, you know, I think that is really, really important.
Yeah, dude. I think that it's like, it sounds shallow probably for people to hear it out loud, but it's like the look is like a pretty important part of BMX.
Sure. Yeah, it is. Well, look at skateboarding, man. That's why they're at, and like, as much as people, I say this to people and then they reply like, why does BMX want to do that? But the thing is, okay, I'm gonna go back into skateboarding and say, the skateboarders are Louis Vuitton models right now, like, and it's not because they're like these. Well, yeah, they're good looking guys, but like, you know, they're not. They're just like, skateboarding is sick, so they're like, okay, let's use the skateboarders now, but that puts more money in skateboarding, so then it makes everyone level up and stuff. And yeah, obviously I'm not saying we're dressing Louis and stuff like that, but I'm just saying like, yeah, the way you dress, the way you look on the bike is very, very important.
Oh, it's the most important. Because like, if you were talking about how worrying, say, AI is, like, you could AI someone do a fucking flip quadruple tail whip.
Yeah.
But like, you can't recreate what a style looks like. You know what I mean? What something looks and feels like, and I think people are starting to get away from that, and that's like comes back to my point earlier. It's like, because you have an eye for it and you're not just like thinking about just the trick. Yeah. It's like your role within BMX, like, even though it was important in 2007 doing all these DVDs, it's more important now, you know what I mean? Sure. Like, because I was talking to my wife again about like BMX culture and how it's interesting, because BMX is like in this place where you or I or Cam can literally steer the way like BMX looks and feels, because it's kind of small enough. It's not like we're like in NRL scratching our heads wondering how to like make NRL look a certain way. Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like also top down. Like, if you can, it's almost like if you can convince a brand, or even if it's a brand outside, like let's just say it's Louis Vuitton, you can show them a way of making BMX look cool enough. Then all of a sudden you got Louis coming in, and then that actually affects BMX in a positive way. Like, people freak out about like selling out and whatever, but like, you've just raised the bar for BMX, and
that's what I was
as an individual, you can fucking choose to do whatever you want. But like, you know, if all of a sudden like Louis got you on like a $500,000 retainer, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying, what I was trying to say as well, like, them being over there, like looking cool and stuff, it builds the money for everyone, right? So, you know, the little, I don't know, whoever is on flow is now getting the same check as, I don't know, whoever, and they're on the flow team because there's more money to give. Yeah. And then you don't have to work the jobs and stuff like that. But
exactly,
I just think it's important to look cool and whatever.
For sure, man.
Like, the video stuff, I'm always like looking for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love that. Have you ever thought about or have you ever done any outside of BMX like stuff with video?
No, not really.
No,
I've kind of kept it BMX. Yeah, I mean, I've been on a couple, like, watched a few things. Watched Cam flip a car. That was pretty sick. Yeah. And actually seeing that was cool, because it's like, okay, I know they can do that. Yeah. And I'm going to give them the call and be like, hey, I got this idea.
Yeah. Is that something that interests you? And
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hassling Cam to take him to Sydney with him the other day.
Oh, cool.
Film Parkway.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be cool.
Nah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I feel like I'm too. It's not a bad thing. It's just like I want to make BMX videos.
Oh yeah.
Like that's who I am. If I just happen to get put in a second camera or something like that, I'll do it, obviously. But yeah, I just want to focus on the BMX sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that, like, kind of hustle. Not hustle, but, like, being focused on that one thing, man. I think it will pay dividends, and I don't mean financially. I just mean, like, there needs to be more people like you that are, like, caring about the way things look and the way things are done. And
Yeah.
you know, we're very lucky, I feel like, in BMX, where it's, like I said, it's small enough where you can almost be like a thought leader, you know? Like,
Well, it's not like it's not up to. There's different crews everywhere. Like, you know, let's say like for the look side of things, like Fiend's got their look. You know, they do their thing. It's like everyone's got their own little thing, their own little look. So I'm happy to do like what I want to do with Warparty because that's my vibe, that's my look, that's how we're doing it for that. But yeah, it's it's going back to it's pretty important.
Totally, man. Yeah. So with Warparty, have you got? I know you said you've got heaps of stuff like in the that you're kind of thinking about what to do. Like, have you got something that you're aiming to do within the next year, or is there things that?
Right now, I'm just trying to build the YouTube, so that's why there's so much just like weekend videos going up. I am working on a couple like parts. I'm going to Perth next month to film with Callan.
Oh, sick!
So we've been like working on something.
Oh, cool.
I don't know when that'll be out, but yeah, I'm working on a few things for this year, and then next year, like I just want to put. My goal is to put like a video up every week. It's going to be a lot of work, but as long as I'm out one time, like I'll just throw anything on YouTube right now. Like I don't really care because, yeah, that's just going to help build it, and then I'll bring it back, polish it, and start making like what I really want to do. But yeah, for now at the moment, it's like starting it, film whoever, throw it on YouTube. Yeah. Like get more eyes on the YouTube and stuff, and then I think that's the smartest thing to do for me right now.
For sure.
And then then we'll go back to flipping cars.
Yeah, too. Oh my god. The flipping cars thing.
Dude, you should have seen it.
Hey?
You should have seen it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was sick.
Oh god. The premieres can get out of hand.
No, I'm talking about
you're talking about
on Cam's shoot.
Oh yeah, you're talking about actual backflipping cars.
Yeah, nah.
Man,
I don't think I've ever been involved with people flipping cars.
I haven't been involved either, but did you ever hear like the Backbone video premiere? Were you there for that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was at the Lighthouse? Or?
No, so that was there was another video premiere, but the actual video premiere we had at that container village.
Oh yes, I was there.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I was
there. Freezing cold. It was like a June.
Yeah.
But like there was a dude that had like a Lamborghini there. And
Shane Conlon.
Yeah.
He did it.
He did it.
Yeah, I did.
Shit got out of hand a bit there. Like not for me.
I love going to Canberra,
but
for that, like, I feel like it's like as when you like talk to people about Canberra, you're like, oh, Mooseheads. It's nothing to do with the bar. It's just about the people that are in there, crammed in there, just being chaos.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's funny like that you even say that because Cam was hitting me up about going to Mooseheads. Like I'm like, dude, that's not the spot, but it just makes sense for people when it's at Jam or something like that. Yeah, for sure. Know what I mean, like,
it's just you just be a menace in there.
Yeah.
It's funny going there now. Like, I wasn't really a menace last time, but I was just like watching everyone. Like Dobby.
Yeah.
Just being crazy, and I'm like, yeah, this is sick. I'll just document this.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny, like that whole, just because it's become a bit of a yearly pilgrimage for BMXers, you know, every year. It's like, but it took probably like, even the year after that premiere year, like 2016 or something, was when people finally realized that they weren't anonymous. Like they've come enough years to be like, oh shit, this is like Riss and Tyson running this event.
Yeah.
And they know me pretty well now. Like maybe
Yeah.
I should cut out some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, it got pretty out of hand there for a second. But everyone's grown up. It's kind of, I guess, what you said with tear the club up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was going back to that. Yeah, I was worried about. That's why it was at 6 o'clock at night. It was super early. I was like, let's just get in there and then get everyone to Felons. That's when Felons got fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about the lift scenario.
No.
Oh, there's a lift and it's like, have you been down to the wharfs in Brisbane?
No.
Oh, there's this big cliff and there's 2 lifts that go up.
Okay.
They started jumping and stopped the lift, and the fire brigade had to come and
Oh shit.
get him out. But that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
So-
that's right.
But yeah, I was like worried about the cinema getting.
Yeah.
But everyone was really good. And then got everyone out after the video and caused chaos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I love the fact that you've been doing so much with, like I said, I know you probably don't want to hear it, but like I'm going to give it to you anyway. It's just like you've been such a prominent part of BMX in Australia, you know, like doing all the videos. You kind of this, speaking of personalities, you know, that people probably drawn to wanting to film with you and stuff because
Yeah,
of
for sure.
what you've created, you know.
Yeah.
So it's been sick to watch. Is there anything that you want to like plug with Warparty? Are you filming today?
Yeah, I'm filming today.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the things I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make.
Fuck, better bring out my best tricks then.
Yeah, I'll probably make a video about
Yeah,
that.
cool.
And just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to go down to the
Yeah, this is your first one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Did you film any of the King of B&E?
Yeah, I just
Cash
did
up
the B-side sort of video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like locks and yeah, I still do stuff for locks and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. How was that when you were working? Because I guess that would have been pretty cool to be. What was your role at Lux? You filming?
Yeah, so I was, according to my email, the marketing dude.
Oh, sick. Damn, that's dope.
Do you know what? I don't know. I was just winging it in there. No one actually ever told me what to do in there.
Yeah.
So I was winging it. But yeah, it was sick. It was kind of eye-opening to get in there, and then it was like kind of life-changing, I guess, because I was around BMX 24/7. I think that's when it was really like popping off too, like the level of the videos that I was making kind of went, because that was Tear the Club Up, the Vans part that I did with Alex, then getting invited to go on that Vans circle, like with Locks, winning that, and then
that's crazy.
I think I was just on
a tear, bro.
like, oh yeah, I'm here now, like, let's go. It was sick. It was eye-opening to me now, and this is why Warparty is such a thing now. It's because I was in Lux doing that sort of stuff. Like, I wasn't filming every day, I was doing other stuff, but to get that life and then get it taken away from you, and that was when I was like, oh wait a minute, this is what I want to do. So build my own thing to get back into it. You know what I mean? Working for Lux was sick.
Yeah, that's sick. I guess, like you said, really good opportunity to like really get clear about what you want to.
Yeah, it opened my eyes of like what I want to do, where I want to be. I just love BMX. Like, my days at Lux were kind of like, I'd wake up, go to the gym at 6 a.m, have my coffee, go to Lux, work in Lux. Then the boys would meet up around 4. We'd probably end up riding the city till like 9, 10.
Oh shit.
And like then repeat. But like, that's why all those videos just kept coming out, because I was just always out. yeah, I just want to get back to that, like
Yeah.
Monday to Sunday.
Yeah, man, that'd be sick. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about too, because you've been, you film a shit ton, but you've had like covers of magazines, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
Focal Point.
Yeah, I had a few
Yeah.
photos in the mags. I still ride, like I ride,
Yeah.
but I don't ride.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
I haven't ridden all year, well, last year as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But I always think about it. Like I've got a
Mm.
bike and stuff, but
Yeah.
I get the same enjoyment out of filming as well. Someone does something, I film it good, and I'm like, as soon as they land, they look at me because they're like, "Have you got it?" And I'm like, they know if I've got it.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
I get the same enjoyment out of like, yeah, like we did it. Like,
Yeah, that's sick.
So, yeah, it doesn't bother me like riding.
Mm.
I don't know. It's honestly like, yeah, the same sort of feeling.
Mm. Yeah, that's like B-Dog got that too. He wasn't really riding for a bunch while he was filming the Backbone video, and then same goes with Ranch Hand. But like you can see that he was still obviously like BMX fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's so
yeah,
funny.
of course,
like
yeah.
I think maybe younger crew or some people, like if people don't ride, then they're like, "Oh, you dead to me in BMX?" You know?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
people don't realize that there's like, there's dudes all over that may not be like killing it every day on their bike, but
Yeah,
they're so like BMX,
Yeah, of course. No, I still. Well, I'm putting out videos on
Oh, dude, it's
BMX as.
it's BMX as. Yeah, it's sick,
But I
man.
still got a bar spin in me. I actually got a suicide. I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon still. Dude, I want to see a 450
Yeah.
fast plant
Someone
over the
throw
hip.
some money down. I can ride.
Yeah, yeah, you got a jam coming up, bro. You can put the camera down for a bit. Pass the camera over to me. I'll get.
Well, my bike's back in Brisbane, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, Troy, it was sick to sit down and talk to you, man. I'm stoked to hear about all the things that you've been up to, and I love like all the shit that you've done, man. It's like just inspiring to me.
Yeah,
so
thanks.
yeah,
Appreciate
it's
it.
sick, man. So I'm excited to see what you're doing next. Warparty. What else? Warparty TV.
Yeah, Warparty TV is the YouTube,
Yeah,
and then it's www.warparty.tv,
sick.
and then kind of doing blogs, and the videos are on there, and the merch and stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually just got the new stuff yesterday.
Oh,
but
for
I'm gonna
real?
drop it in like May for winter and stuff.
Oh,
it's like
cool.
new hoodies and stuff.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, I was real hyped on.
Damn, you hyped on how they turned out?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, they're sick.
Fuck, that's rad.
So I got all that coming, and then probably like another montage part.
Yeah, cool.
So that'll probably all be about May.
Sick.
And then,
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, should be good.
Awesome, brother. Well, yeah, thanks heaps for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. Done. I don't know how long that was, but thanks, man.
Thank you.